welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit. I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing another timeless pick a card reading on what urgent messages do your ancestors want me to give to you today. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is going to be Thought Tarot. Pile number 2 is going to be the Marielle Tarot. And pile number 3 is going to be the Hermetic Tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamps for your pile. And again, remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My Instagram handle and my email ID is given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Thought Tarot, this is going to be your message from your ancestors. We are asking ancestors today, what would your ancestors want me to communicate to you today? What urgent messages do your ancestors have for you today, for me to convey? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, please help me tap into whatever message you need me to relay to pile number 1. Clear, concise messages, Spirit. Thank you. What does pile number 1's ancestors want me to convey to them? Last shuffle. Okay, so we have the 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 9 of Wands, the Star, and we have Temperance. So pile number 1, what I'm getting here is, I think your ancestors are trying to definitely tell you that, yes, they're very proud of you about all the hard work that you have been putting in. They're very proud of the investments you have been making, not just financially, but I think within yourself as well. They're very proud of all the investments that you have been making. They see the amount of diligence and hard work that you put in to whatever you're doing here. And I definitely see you guys creating something. It's like you guys are investing in something, creating something from ground up. And what I'm getting here is it's just you creating something on your own. I don't see that you have a lot of support here. I don't see pile number 1 that you're working with like a group of people or something. I see, you're kind of at it on your own. But also what your spirit guides are and your ancestors are trying to say here is, you're doing their work in a way, and they're very proud of you. And they're also saying that you're not exactly alone here, And what they're sort of reinstating here is, do your due diligence that you are doing right now, and just know that whatever is owed to you, and I am sensing that there is a lot of generational wealth that you're owed, your inheritance, your ancestral inheritance, it's going to come to you, pile number 1. But for right now, I think you need to keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Keep sowing the seeds that you're sowing right now. It's all going to blossom into a beautiful garden here. So definitely keep up with the diligence, because your victory is assured here, and I feel a lot of y'all have been cornered, and I feel a lot of y'all have been cornered into doing what you're doing right now. It's almost like you didn't have any other choice anymore, and it has sort of pivoted you, and it has sort of, you have sort of redirected yourself to following your destined path over here. And I feel a lot of y'all are meant for something very great here. You're meant to create something that won't just stand the test of time, but I think this is going to be a legacy. I think you're creating a legacy here. And I feel a lot of y'all don't have certain clarity about things in your life. You know, you don't exactly, I think you're definitely following your intuition. And one thing about following your intuition is, pile number one, that yes, you can see what is two steps ahead, but you don't have the bigger picture. And I think the bigger picture will come to you. I think you will have a moment of clarity, and all this hard work you have been doing will definitely pay off in a very large way. I feel a lot of y'all are very, I think a lot of y'all have learned lessons in boundaries here. I think y'all are very new to, I'm sensing a lot of empathic energy from you, you know, pile number one. So you've had some really difficult lessons when it comes to having certain boundaries, having, you know, maintaining healthy boundaries in a way that makes relationships and interpersonal relationships for you sustainable. And I think you have learned your lesson with certain people in your life. You know, I think you had to deal with some very heavy narcissistic energies, but just know that all of that has come to an end now. You know, I think you're in a liminal space right now. You know, you're not exactly the butterfly, but you're sort of breaking out of the cocoon, you know. So it's definitely a very liminal time for you, and you feel right now you don't feel you can trust anyone, so to speak. And even the people you can trust here, I don't think they really get it, what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go. And you know, just know that you have to keep sort of trickling down this river stream that you're going, and you need to keep having hope that you will meet the right person, and you definitely will. And I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be in the public eye in some sort of way, if you already aren't, you know. I feel a lot of y'all are working with your confidence, so please work with your solar plexus. It will really help you. You know, look up some solar plexus exercises and meditation. And also for solar plexus, I would advise doing a lot of ab workouts. It really helps. And I think you're looking for a breakthrough, and you need to understand the breakthrough hasn't happened, not because you're not ready, but it's important for you to not bypass this very important transitional phase in your life. You're sort of being kept here to unclutter a lot of the things that you don't need anymore. And I think you are in the process of letting go of a lot of things that you have been holding on to, so to speak. And just know that you need to spend time more and more clearing all these things that you truly don't need anymore, and something new and something better will come in its place, you know. So you're almost like magnetizing yourself to what you need. You know, you're sort of creating a vacuum within yourself. So keep doing that. But don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, because the right people will come along the further and further you go along your destined life path over here, because y'all are meant to do something very special. I feel a lot of y'all are meant to raise vibration of other people, and not just you. I think your evolution has a lot to do with the evolution of the collective, and you somehow sort of being a catalyst to a lot of other people too. You know, it's almost like everything you have been through has been a lesson and a test for you, and you know, you've sort of graduated out of it now, and you know, you are in the place where you are the teacher, so to speak, now. So I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be put on a pedestal here, and I don't even think you see yourself like that over here. And we have the Temperance card, so you need to understand that I'm getting a sense of extremity over here. I feel a lot of y'all, when y'all start working, you're just like working like a madman, and when you don't work, you really chill out. But you need to bring some moderation into your daily life. And when I say moderation, I'm not saying, it doesn't, like, I'll give you an example. You know, I have a lot of people that I meet, for example, you know, that would just randomly meet me and be like, oh my god, teach me yoga. Like, I'm a yoga teacher otherwise, you know, so when I'm not reading tarot. So, you know, people sort of have that very initial spark, like, I want to do something, but they're not always able to follow through. And you need to understand that Nothing will sort of come from outside of you. Everything will sort of come from within. You know, so you need to start creating a space for yourself. I'm just giving a yoga example, you know. You can just start by doing yoga for 5 minutes every day, you know. You don't have to fit yoga into your schedule. You can fit, you know, your schedule into yoga. Yeah, I think I said it the right way. Or you know, just turn it around. But you get what I'm saying, right? So you need to, all the changes that you truly want, you have to sort of bring it into your fold, into what your life is right now, you know. So try to bring the changes from within, and you have it in you. You know, you definitely, I feel pile number 1, you're very strong, and you have very strong transformational abilities, and you may have a lot of prominent 8th or 12th house placements. And what happens here is, you know, you sort of have to dissolve yourself and dissolve your ego every time you sort of have to ascend. And moreover so with you guys, you know, because, and I feel a lot of you all also struggle with personal continuity because of this, you know. But I think you are coming into a place where you naturally have the hope and the faith it requires to go down this path. And just know that, you know, you wouldn't be going through everything you're going through if it wasn't for your soul signing up for this. So nothing is out of your jurisdiction here, pile number 1. And you definitely have it in you to bring everything together and balance anything out here. You definitely have it in you to balance things out. So I would recommend grounding yourself. I think you really need to ground yourself. The answers will come. And I feel the answers will come not when you're looking for it, but just doing everyday things. For example, just doing something in the kitchen, like, you know, like you're cooking, for example, and just between thoughts you have clarity, you know. So it will just almost trickle down to you. You know, your ancestors want to give you the clarity that you are desiring right now. And I think there is also a lot of closure that needs to be had. I feel you had to deal with a lot of people, you know, where things were sort of, a lot of things were left unsaid, and you had to sort of pick up the pieces. But I think what you're also realizing is, you know, you perhaps having those people in your life made you a lot more miserable than you're probably now. You know, even if you're alone, it's still more peaceful for you, is what I'm picking up. But you definitely have it in you to bring everything together the way you want it. So just keep doing that. Definitely just keep pouring into yourself here, and, you know, you will come out as a better version of yourself over and over again. Because you're meant to shine here. You're meant to have an impact. And I feel a lot of y'all may be ashamed. You know, you feel you have to sort of overcompensate in your work because of how good you look or something. But let me tell you, you know, if you are very good looking here, you have to use it. You have been given the good looks for a reason, you know. So don't let anyone make you feel bad about achieving things. Don't let other people's self-limiting beliefs stop you from tapping into your potential, you know, because you're definitely meant to go far, pile number 1. And that's what your ancestors are trying to say here. Pull some more tarot. What more messages, Spirit? What more messages? Okay, so we have 2 of Wands, 6 of Discs, the Lovers, Princess of Swords, Princess of Cups, and we have 7 of Wands. So here we have the Dominion card, which is Two of Wands, and what I'm getting with that is you need to hold your place. I feel you have worked yourself up to an extent. You're sort of climbing up the hill here, and you're realizing that you had to keep going at it. So don't give up now, and especially don't give up because you're feeling alone. Your ancestors are saying that you're not alone. You definitely have your ancestors with you, your spirit guides. You're very, very protected. You're heavily protected, pile number one. So start acting and behaving, and start doing the things that you would do if you didn't have to worry about anything, because that's what your ancestors really want to convey over here. And like I said, a lot of y'all are meant to, I feel a lot of your own raising of the consciousness will only happen when you use your gifts that you have been given for the greater good of all. You're definitely been called here to give. Y'all are my natural givers, pile number one. I am getting a strong, empathic, creative, artistic, psychic feeling vibe over here from you guys. You definitely have that within you. So the more you will give other people and be generous with your own self, the more it will be beneficial for you in the long run, because anything you give out, good or bad, will come to you. So right now your ancestors just want you to give everything that you have, and what they're also trying to say with that is take a leap of faith. A lot of you all just need to take a leap of faith here and just know that you will be caught. Your ancestors, spirit guides will catch you, but you have to take this leap of faith right now, and you have a choice. We have the Lovers card, so you definitely have a choice here, and it's very interesting. We had the Temperance and Lovers, so you definitely have the tools within you, firstly, to go the extra mile here, but it's all about the choice you make. And I think the choice has, we were speaking about your potential earlier, right? So I think your potential is truly limitless here, and I'm not just saying that for the heck of it. You really have unlimited potential. So the sky is the limit over here. You get to decide how much money you get to earn, or how many cars you want, whatever, how many houses you want. It's all something that you can decide, but that's the choice. Do you truly want to be the greater version of yourself? And if you make that choice, which I don't even think you have a lot of, you don't really have also choice here, even though I'm saying this, because if you don't follow this life path that is, sort of meant for you, you will not get what you want monetarily, or you'll not be happy and be satisfied. I think you yourself need to realize that whatever path you are on, and it's going to be different for everyone because it's a general reading, but whatever path you are on, you're meant to be on it, and it may not make sense to other people. And I feel for a lot of y'all, you have to be renewed and come to it with the eyes of a novice. We have two pages here. We have a very communicative page, and we have a very emotive page, princesses. So you need to come back to yourself and come back to your own sense of inner being and your inner child, and sort of start communicating your most fundamental needs, firstly to yourself. Start communicating your fundamental needs to yourself first, and then only through that communication will you open a door where you will really be able to tap into your best creative potential. And also, I feel a lot of y'all are perfectionists here, and you need to let go of your notion of being perfect. So you really have to just allow yourself to make mistakes, right? You're not going to shout at a baby for falling down, right? A baby takes a while to be, to like get on its feet and start walking and stuff, right? So you're not going to like condition the baby right away, right? You at least so allow yourself to fall is what ancestors are saying, because they will catch you. And every time you fall, you will rise up higher and higher. You will definitely rise up higher and higher. So you just have to keep at it. And we have Seven of Wands. So I feel a lot of y'all, I am sensing a lot of lonely energy. I feel a lot of y'all are doing things alone. You're really fighting this battle sort of alone in the 3D at least, you know. So Spirit is saying keep holding your ground, keep defending your territory, keep upholding the boundaries that you have. We had 9 of Wands too, right? So keep upholding the boundaries that you have. They're very necessary. You're almost raising your energy, and you need to have these boundaries, you know. If people don't understand you, people don't get you, you know. If people can't understand that you don't have the energy to hang out, then you perhaps don't need to hang out with them ever again, you know. It's okay, because you need to understand, and you need to let go of a lot of things here, because something better will come in, you know. So let everything that is falling away in your life just fall away, and try to witness it. Try to witness whatever is falling away for what it is, you know. Honor anything that has been in your life till now, and just sweetly allow it and release it with love. Say, you know, I release it with love, and just see the difference you feel, you know. And it'll just basically create this vacuum for, I feel, a lot of y'all who are single here very recently, you know. You have new love coming in. You definitely have new love coming in, and I think this is going to be a high level soulmate for you. So definitely keep at it, you know. Keep at it. Keep defending your territory. Don't let people in. Do not give anyone the excuse or the chance to betray you, backstab you anyway, because the work you're doing right now is greater than you, even though you don't see it. That's what your ancestors really want to say right now. You know, you're definitely creating legacy. Very powerful. Pull some oracle. Any additional messages? Any additional messages here? We have Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So like I said, you know, definitely I was picking up a very creator of worlds energy, you know. You're definitely building things from ground up, and you know, the Lady is sort of the feminine aspect, and esoterically women are supposed to sort of create everything from within themselves, you know. So everything, you have it in you. You have this whole beautiful world in you. I think a lot of y'all have a very rich inner world, and what your ancestors are saying right now is everything that you have ever visualized and imagined can become a reality, and it'll be more beautiful than you could even perceive, you know. So again, we have the seeds metaphor. So, you know, keep planting, keep investing, keep manifesting, and good things are coming. I feel a lot of you will be able to enjoy the hard work of your labor, you know. I'm not getting that artist energy where, you know, you sort of create the best work of your life, and you know, you sort of pour all your life, and only when you die your artwork like skyrockets. I'm not getting that. You're going to get the benefit of whatever you're creating in this life. Just keep at it and enjoy your own growth, because the rewards your ancestors are just dying to give you, you know. They really know that they owe it to you, and it will be yours. They're protecting it, you know. They're protecting your money, your abundance, your future. But keep doing the groundwork you're doing, and like I said, you know, they're very, very, very proud of you here. So keep sowing the seeds, pile number 1. We'll pull one more oracle. Any additional messages? Too many cards. Okay. Very interesting. So we have crystal ball inside, and we have Athame, commander of power. So I spoke earlier about your solar plexus. So definitely work with your solar plexus. I feel a lot of y'all feel you lack the confidence, but you really have it in you. You really have the stuff that it takes to go all the way. So tap more into your confidence. And again, what I'm getting with the Athame card is boundaries. Keep up the boundaries. Do not let I feel a lot of people have been trashed out of your life, a lot of people have been kicked out, and let me tell you, God will always take out the trash before truly blessing you, so you won't have to lift a finger. And I feel this is the case here. I feel a lot of people have been just wiped out of your life, so to speak here, and they're meant to stay away. They're not meant to come with you in this new chapter, because they don't have their best interests for you. So I feel there may have been a lot of people who may have gaslit you in the past, but just know that your perception of them is very clear. I think you're finally being able to see people for who they truly were in your life. And it wasn't a very nice sight, but you definitely have the ability to see in the dark. I feel a lot of y'all are psychic over here. Or you're just very intuitive and instinctive right now in the way you're maneuvering, and keep doing that. Keep listening to those little nudges in your body, because you are being guided. You're being heavily guided. I feel a lot of y'all may identify with owls as being your spirit animal, or you may just see a lot of birds. If you're watching my channel in general, birds will be very important to you. So pay attention to the messages birds are trying to convey, because you're definitely not alone. You have a lot of people, at the other side of the veil doing the work for you. But your confidence is increasing, and decide. I think it's truly about decision here. You need to decide what you truly want and just go for it, because no one is going to be able to stop you here but you. So do not let anyone's self-limiting beliefs get to you at all. And you have the vision, and you need to understand that the vision you have and the way you understand it, other people don't. And only you are meant to have this vision, otherwise they would, right? So that's what I'm saying. You really need to go for whatever you're doing over here, because your victory is guaranteed. You have the stuff it takes. You have clear vision. So just go for it. And boundaries. Keep up the boundaries. You need them right now. Yeah. So that's all I have for pile number 1. Again, this was a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle is given in the description box below. So you can definitely do that. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the Mariel Tarot, this is going to be a timeless pickacard reading on what urgent message do your ancestors have for you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what urgent message you need me to relay to pile number 2. Pile number 2's ancestors, what do you want me to convey to them today? Clear, concise messages, spirit, thank you. What urgent, important message does pile number 2's ancestors have to give them through me? Okay, so we have 5 of Wands, 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Strength, Page of Wands, and 3 of Swords. So pile number 2, firstly, I'm getting a lot of strife. I feel you have been in a lot of conflicts, and I feel this is a lot of conflicts that has nothing to even do with you per se, and what I'm getting here with the 5 of Wands is you have been put in these situations for a reason. I feel you had to learn certain lessons from certain people in your life, and that is exactly why you have been put in a lot of conflict and strife. For some of you, I'm getting you may have issues with your landlord, you may have issues with your family, someone you're staying with. You've had issues with someone you're staying with or someone around you. But just know that you are coming, all of that was meant to sort of germinate you for what is to come in the future, you know. So what your ancestors want me to tell you, pile number 2, is all the conflict you've gone through has had major reasons. It's almost been like a building block for the future greatness that you're supposed to come into, and the future abundance that you're going to come into. It's almost like a trial test, and you have definitely passed, is what I'm getting here. I'm also getting for a lot of y'all, okay, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. For some of y'all, you have been betrayed by a lover. I'm getting a backstabbing, betrayal, lover vibe over here. But if it's not romantic, it was someone you really trusted. This was someone you really got along with. This was someone you had great hopes for, and this person has really stabbed you in the heart, is what I'm getting. But I think this horrible lesson, for some of y'all, it's also parents. I'm really sorry if you had to deal with such a parent or a family member. So, you know, it's going to be different for everyone. For some of y'all, it's going to be some people at your work. For some of y'all, it's going to be your boss. But just know that that traumatic experience was supposed to trigger something within you and make you realize the strength of your own power. And I feel you're not at the full potential of your power, and that may take some time, but you're very much on the journey. You're at least on the right path now. So I feel there has been a redirection of your path over here. So yes, your ancestors are really here today, pile number 2. And you may be a Leo, you may have some prominent Leo placements, and I feel you may be getting certain small, like if you haven't been making a lot of money, you're probably getting money in small amounts. For example, you know, just whatever you're working towards, you're able to get the gift, but not the main gift. You're sort of getting, you know, you're sort of following the trail of the breadcrumbs, so to speak here, and you're getting somewhere. You're definitely getting somewhere, and I don't feel the conflict has completely resolved. I feel the conflict is still all around you. You know, but I feel a lot of you are not giving energy to it. But just know that you're very fertile, firstly, pile number. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female, you know, there's no gender over here, but just understand that you are very fertile. You know, you have the ability to create things. You may be very creative over here, or even if you're not creative in the most stereotypical sense, you definitely have this ability to create things. And I feel this hurt was supposed to trigger you to create some things. For a lot of y'all, I'm seeing a lot of roses here. So for a lot of y'all, you probably love roses. Maybe rose has some significance to you over here. But a lot of red and a lot of orange. And so I think this is a lot to do with your lower chakras. I think your ancestors want you to ground yourself more, and just understand that even the creativity you need is going to come from you grounding yourself. You need to work on your lower chakras. You definitely need to work with your solar plexus. I feel your confidence has taken a hit. But know that the only reason it took a hit so it could come back and bounce back stronger. You definitely have this superpower of, you know, even if your enemies thought they saw the last of you and they sort of buried you into the ground, they didn't. You know, they totally didn't, and they have sort of just woken you up at a higher level. You know, they have sort of released the Kraken over here, is what I'm getting, you know. So just know that all these painful transformations are very important, and you are very much in the stages of blooming now. You know, I think your ancestors are trying to tell me here that the worst in your life is over. The worst in your life is really over here, but good things are coming, but it will ask you to, it's going to take everything out of you. And you know, I think the real test over here is going to be of your courage, because what is true courage? True courage is not pretending, oh, you know, I'm so boastful I can get through anything. No, true courage is admitting vulnerability. It is admitting to the fact that yes, you are human. You know, you are made of blood and flesh, and you know, you have limitations, but despite your limitations, you also have this innate ability to grow and outdo yourself every time. And I feel you have outdone yourself every time. You are a trailblazer here, pile number 2. And I feel a lot of y'all wear your hearts on your sleeve, and I feel I'm also sensing a lot of trust issues here. So just know that Spirit is saying that you will be able to trust again with the right people, and the right people will come in, and more than anything, I feel you have earned discernment over here. You've definitely earned a lot of discernment over here, and you will be able to discern who is to be trusted and who is not to be trusted anymore. So you're not going to attract the same people. So don't worry about that. I feel a lot of you are paranoid. So let go of your paranoia, is what your ancestors are saying. They're very, very, they're all around you, and they're protecting you, and they're guarding you. For some of you, your spirit animal may be a lion. I love lions. I love cats in general. So, I feel, and I'm getting that, you may identify with felines, so, you may love felines over here. But also what your ancestors are saying is you have a beautiful, gentle, emotional heart over here, and you're meant to wear your heart on your sleeve. But again, so you will come into a place where you will be able to love wholeheartedly again. But I think you have to do your own healing first over here, and I feel that is happening. You're very strong. I'm definitely picking up fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. You're very, very steadfast in all this chaos happening around you. You're very much the eye of the storm, pile number 2, is what I'm getting, But you're meant to shine. You're meant to bloom over here. And you will have creative passions coming back to you. But keep faith, keep trust, and just understand that new opportunities will also come towards you, is what your ancestors are really emphasizing here. You will have new opportunities in love. You will have new opportunities in money. There will be things coming at you that you don't even really see. And I mean good things, not bad things over here, for sure. So I think some of y'all just need to allow yourself to grieve. I feel a lot of y'all just need to cry it out. And really allow yourself to come back to who you truly were. Because you're basically shedding skin. So allow yourself to shed all this old self of you. And it's totally justified if you want to cry. I feel a lot of y'all just need a good cry and a good hug, and I really wish I could give you a good hug, but I can't. So just cry it out, be with your besties, spend some time in solitude, whatever you need. You will know exactly what you need, your pile number 2, and only when you let go of these cloudy feelings will your vision be clear again, because you have great insight and foresight over here, is what I'm picking up. But just allow yourself to let things go. Let it, purge it out of your system. Because all the trauma has sort of done the job it was supposed to do, which was basically to make you wise. And I feel that is kind of over now. And your ancestors really want you to realize your true potential and how powerful you actually are, Because you are very powerful. What you go through, most people wouldn't survive, It would really break them. But you're still standing, pile number 2. So, you really have the stuff it takes to go all the way. So don't give up on yourself, is what Spirit is saying. Take a leap of faith on yourself, and you will, and your ancestors will catch you. Yeah. Pull more tarot. More messages today. Okay, great stuff. So we have the Sun, High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Chariot. So just know that through all this strife, you are rising like a phoenix here, and you will find true happiness the way you define it. Your idea of happiness, it's going to come, and it's going to be so much more than what you can even imagine, is what Spirit is saying. You're definitely being guided here. Pay attention to birds. If you're watching my channel, birds are very important, So pay attention to birds. Birds are definitely messengers. Crows, owls, parrots, doves. They definitely have some important message for you. You may be seeing a lot of feathers, but just know that your creative fire will stay alive. And I feel a lot of y'all are meant to be leaders here, and I think you intuitively know this. I think you're finally getting intuitive nudges on what you're truly meant to do here, pile number 2. And you need to just start following your intuition and your gut without doubting it. I think there's a lot of self-doubt over here. There's a lot of self-doubt. But I'm also, what your ancestors are saying here is your ascent has to be alone. So I feel a lot of people will just fall out of your life as you keep ascending, as you keep going up the ladder, as you keep walking your path. People who are truly not meant for you will show you their real colors. And despite feeling the pain, you will have enough strength to move on. And you will find more strength in your vulnerability. That is the most important message here. So don't hide from your vulnerability. I feel a lot of y'all don't have a lot of movement right now. There's a lot of stagnation, but you have things coming at you and it's going to come fast. There's going to be a lot of movement. You're going to get a lot of work, a lot of opportunities, a lot of clients. But this will all only happen once you have cut out everyone you truly don't need in your life. So before you get towers, pile number 2, start giving yourself the tower. You intuitively know who's meant to be in your life and who's not meant to be in your life. So just cut out everyone who doesn't need to be. I'm definitely getting strong psychic energy here. So you could very much be a tarot reader, Reiki healer, yoga teacher, psychic medium, or not. You could have a very worldly job, but you have a very instinctual way about going around it. You have an intuition about how to impress your boss, for example, is what I'm trying to say. If you're not overtly spiritual, but keep your fire alive. Keep your fire alive. And I think this has a lot to do with your own inner truth. I think you've had a lot of people make you question your own inner truth over and over again. I think people have tried to define you. But you have agency here. You define yourself. Do not let other people write your narrative, because you're very, very strong. And yes, there will be great movement. You will be able to conquer everything that you want. And there will be a great spurt of energy. I feel a lot of y'all are feeling very weak right now, feeling physically very sick. Just know that your health will be restored. You will have all the energy it takes to move. Your heart will also come into a place of being completely healed. And for my single babes out there, you definitely have new love coming in. And this is not going to be a karmic narcissistic love. This is going to be soulmate for some of y'all, twin flame for the others. But it's definitely going to be like a high level spiritual connection coming towards you. And you will be able to move and you will be able to love again. Spirit is saying you're really going to be able to love again more than you ever have. Your heart will be completely healed. So just go through the process of healing. Do not question yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Trust everything you know to be true. Because the vision you have right now, not everyone has it. And there's a reason why only you have the vision, because you have the stuff it takes to go all the way, pile number 2. So don't give up even if you feel you don't have enough energy. Don't burn yourself out, but keep going. Because you will get momentum and you will get the energy you need to achieve certain tasks that will be asked of you. So there has to be no hesitation on your end. Oh, I just noticed we have another card below, which is the King of Cups. So yes, I think you all are finally coming into a place where you have learned to temper your own emotions. And I'm getting 2 messages. Yes, and I think this has a lot to do with when you finally learn to temper your own emotions and be truly independent, not just financially but emotionally, and truly not needing anyone, will you have new love coming in. And this is not going to be a hit and run kind of situation. This person is going to come to stay in your life for good. So really enjoy your single time. For pile number 2s, whoever's single right now, or even if you're taken, just know that you will love yourself again better, and your love with your partner will also increase. Yeah. Yes, your heart will be whole again. So don't worry about that. I feel a lot of y'all are just givers and lovers, just naturally, and I feel a lot of y'all don't even understand why people do the things that they do to hurt you. It's very unwarranted but you will understand. You will get an understanding of why certain things happen. And I think that is your own wisdom to unlock. Pull some oracle. Any additional messages here? So we have two cards. We have Direction Guardian and High Priestess. So it says choose your path and harness your mystic power. So again, I am speaking to my tarot readers, my mystics, my psychics, my yoga teachers, my Reiki healers. You need to understand, if you are any of these things, you have these gifts for a reason. This is not something you're doing for the first time. You've done this many times before in your previous lifetimes, and you need to understand that yes, it's a difficult time, but it's only in difficult times. Like, for example, if you look at any sci-fi or superhero movies, you know, the superhero or even X-Men or whatever, right? Only when they're truly triggered do their sort of powers come out, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm really getting here, you know. So understand that all these things have happened so you can come into your greatest potential, and the only way out for you is going to be through your gifts. So this is not the time to waste your energy on other people. Have boundaries. People who people are truly meant to be in your life will understand your boundaries and will respect it. And make up your mind. Take your time to make up your mind, but once you do, you know, just go trailblazing. There's no one going to be able to stop you. And we have the High Priestess, which says harness your mystic power. So I feel a lot of y'all are working with spirits and your own ancestors. You know, you're definitely working with higher energy, and you're sort of bringing the divine into the material. So you know, you're doing big work. Let me tell you, Pilometer, you're doing big work. So rest, please rest. Balance yourself out, moderate yourself. I feel a lot of y'all in this pile need to do yoga. Trust me, a lot of your life, you know, a lot of your life will change if you start doing yoga. It will really, really, really help you and benefit you. And just ground you. I think you need to be grounded so you can manifest better, because you definitely have great power. But yes, make up your mind first. I think a lot of y'all just need to make up your mind. And I think that will naturally happen, and it will definitely steer you in the right direction. Yeah. But rest. Spirit is saying rest. Pull some final messages. Any final messages here, Spirit? Angels, ancestors. Okay, keep that because it flipped. Okay, we have two cards which says the Green Man and Spiral. So like I think I said this earlier, right? You need to let go of whatever is going out of your life. I feel a lot of y'all are going to lose your cars. A lot of y'all will lose some horrible people that you didn't even know were horrible to you. You know, a lot of these two-sided friends and all that, all the fake snakes in your life will fall away. So let that fall away, and you're definitely attracting in your soul tribe now, pile number 2. You definitely are magnetizing yourself, which is very, very powerful. So be alone. I think a lot of y'all just need solitude. I feel a lot of y'all need solitude, and a lot of y'all need rest, and a lot of y'all just need to do nothing, like at least 20 minutes in the day where you're not thinking, where you're not doing anything, where you're just sitting with yourself and just really enjoying that. And we have the Green Man growth, right? So yes, you're meant to create something out of nothing, you know. You definitely have the stuff it takes to really leave a legacy behind, is what I'm getting here. And that's what your ancestors really want me to say, you know. I feel a lot of y'all need to spend time with trees. You really just need to ground yourself, you know. So walk barefoot in the grass if you have access. It will really, really help. Or just take a walk in the park, wherever you get trees, grass. It will heal you. It it'll naturally give you the healing you need. But yes, you have a lot of growth happening for you in the near future. Even though you don't see it, your ancestors are saying that the small seeds you're planting are going to grow into some huge trees in the future. And I think timing is really at play here. So keep doing your diligence and just surrender, and don't be shocked when things finally come to you, because they will come to you. You know, all your hard work, none of your hard work has gone like amiss. You know, everything good that you have been putting into the world will come back to you, and you know, your ancestors are guaranteeing that. So you will have completion. You will have the completion that you've always wanted, you know. Yeah, very powerful. So that's all I have for pile number 2s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. And if you would like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Hermetic Tarot, this is going to be your timeless card reading on what urgent messages do your ancestors want me to convey to you today. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what does pile number 3's ancestors want me to convey to them today. What urgent messages does pile number 3's ancestors have for them? Too many cards. Clear, concise messages, spirit. Thank you. What messages does pile number 3's ancestors want me to convey to them today? Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles, we have 10 of Swords, we have 8 of Wands, the Fool, 6 of Wands, 7 of Swords, the Sun, and 9 of Wands. Okay, so I think your ancestors are trying to say over here, there has been a lot of betrayal. There has been a lot of betrayal from people that you truly did not expect to betray you. I feel these are people who are close to you. These could be friends, family, ex-friends, ex-family, I would say, ex-lovers. And I feel you haven't been betrayed in one place, you have been betrayed in a lot of places. So I think it was your friends betraying you with your lover, or you know, your family betraying you with your lover, or something along those lines. But there have been very, very painful endings. And you have let go of a lot of people here. And your ancestors are saying that they're very proud of you, because what you have been doing is you have been releasing a lot of karma, not just for yourself, but for your whole ancestral lineage. I'm picking up a very black sheep energy over here. You know, I feel pile number 3, you are my black sheeps. So you have been the underdog for a very, very long time, but you're not going to remain the underdog. And everything that has been sort of taken away from your life will be restored. I'm also picking up over here, your ancestors are saying you definitely have great opportunities coming towards you. And I feel these opportunities are going to be things that you didn't even think you would be capable of doing. You know, you feel a lot of these things will be, you may feel are out of your jurisdiction, but they're not. For some of y'all, I feel you may have to pick up a skill to better yourself at the new opportunities coming towards you. But trust me, you have everything it takes to learn and do really well at it, because these are hidden potentials that even you didn't know you had. I think you're in the process of really letting go of your own self-limiting beliefs here, and you're sort of at the threshold, and you're sort of looking out, and you're finally realizing the limits of your own self as a being, and you're realizing it's definitely not what others have made you feel your limits were. So I'm definitely picking up a lot of projection on you. I feel a lot of people have projected things onto you, and I'm definitely picking up you are my empaths. So you have been taking up like other people's energy like a sponge over here, so just know that you need to let everything fall away. You're sort of going through that death movement, you're sort of transforming right now, and this is supposed to mark you in a way that is very, very important, because this is sort of the fertile soil for the future growth to come. And what your ancestors are saying here is, please take the leap of faith. Please take the leap of faith over here. They will catch you. I feel you're being called here to do something new. I feel a lot of y'all have let go of your old jobs. You have let go of a lot of things and a lot of people, and they're definitely your ancestors are working very, very hard behind the scenes to get you the abundance that you deserve, the victory that you deserve, because your victory is a part of your destiny over here, and it is very, very protected by your angels and your ancestors, so it cannot be taken away from you. So start moving very confidently. I feel a lot of y'all need to work with your solar plexus. So just allow yourself to be more confident. Work with your solar plexus, Look up different exercises. I would say ab workouts work the best for your solar plexus. So work on your confidence, because you will need this confidence for all the future things you're going to achieve. And your ancestors are really proud of your ability to still be happy, or still try to find happiness despite all this betrayal. I feel you've had a lot of people in your life who have put a lot of unstable effort. I feel a lot of people in your life have gaslit you, love bombed you, breadcrumbed you, abandoned you, spoken shit about you, demonized you. But you are the underdog, you are the rising phoenix over here. And all of this pressure, see, you need to understand that you have the quality of the diamond, and yes, you have been put under all this pressure to become the diamond, because not everyone can take the pressure, right? Not all the crude oil under the earth becomes diamonds, right? Some of it becomes petrol, right? So not everyone is meant to be a diamond here, but you are. Pile number 3, you are meant to be a diamond here. So even if you go through a little more things than other people, know that that has reason, that has purpose. Use that to gaslight you in a positive way, because it should gaslight you in a positive way, because you would not have been given all these difficulties if it wasn't for your own growth and challenge. But you're definitely my warriors. You're definitely showing up here as my wounded warrior. And you need to understand that you only realize the true power of your strength if you go into battle. You're never going to realize your true potential if you're not being put into battle. And I'm sensing dread over here. I'm picking up a lot of dread. I feel your weariness. I get it. I know you're very, very weary, pile number 3, but you have the stuff that it takes to go all the way. And you are at the precipice of a new beginning, so you just have to take this leap of faith, because you have the Sun card. So your true happiness just lies across the threshold that your ancestors are holding your hand and making you cross over here. You're definitely at a new chapter, and this is going to be a very, very important, it's going to be a big chapter in your life. It's going to be good things coming your way that even you didn't think was like possible for you. You're very, very humble is what I'm picking up here, pile number 3. So just know that put your guard down for the right people. And I feel you have earned the discernment now to know who's truly meant for you and who's truly not meant for you. So we'll pull some more tarot. What more messages do we have? Pile number 3's ancestors. course. Beautiful. So we have the Hangman, Two of Swords, Princess of Cups, the High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Death, Universe, and Three of Wands. So didn't I mention death early on? Yes, you are going through a very, and we have Death and Universe. So you're definitely completing huge karmic cycles. I feel a lot of you are shifting from your south node to your north node. You're finally stepping into your destiny and your purpose of what you're truly meant to do in this lifetime, what you have been put on this earth to do, basically. And I feel the more you follow this path, the more you will be rewarded. And you will be rewarded in ways that you couldn't even imagine. You couldn't even fathom. Your ancestors have a lot to give you. You have great ancestral wealth to inherit through all the hard work you're going to be doing. And you already are doing, I feel. So I think you really need to be kind to yourself right now. And I'm getting a lot of mental torment. I feel you're very, very worried. There's a lot of mental anguish I'm picking up here, pile number 3. So the best way to get out of mental anguish is surrender. And that's what we have with the Hangman, you know, Spirit of the Mighty Waters. So you really need to, what your ancestors really want you to do is, yes, you have this warrior spirit, and yes, you get triggered and you want to fight, and yes, you're supposed to fight, but you're not supposed to fight every battle, and certain battles you're supposed to let your ancestors fight for you. You know, so I feel you're holding on to a lot of pain, and you're holding on to a lot of pain from the past, and you're holding on to a lot of anxiety about the future, and you have to release this anxiety by truly surrendering. We have the Hangman, you know, and Hangman is all about, it's about shifting your perspective. You really have to allow yourself to shift your perspective over here. You really have to just allow yourself to be. And the whole analogy with the Hangman is, you know, Odin hanging himself upside down on the tree of life to gain knowledge of the self. You know, so what you need to understand is, what is going to change is the way you perceive things and the way you perceive your past. Your past is not going to change. And only when you realize this, you will truly be able to be free of it. And your spirit, your angels, ancestors, and your spirit guides are really emphasizing here to surrender and to give them the rest of the burden that you don't actually need to carry. And I get it, you know, I feel a lot of y'all have derived a sense of self out of all the hard work you do, or after, you know, a lot of the trauma you've been through has sort of colored your own idea of self. So the more you release this and the more you surrender, and again, I'm not asking you to surrender and have blind faith. I feel a lot of y'all are psychic. I feel a lot of y'all are tarot readers, yoga teachers, my Reiki healers, or, you know, even if you're not, you may be religious or you believe in the higher power, and the higher power right now, your ancestors, they're saying to surrender on the basis of the faith you have earned, because faith has to be earned. You cannot blindly have faith. You know, blind faith is poisonous. But I don't feel your faith is poisonous here. I feel your faith is something you have earned. It is something you have really earned from going through everything that you've gone through. And you don't need to take all the decisions right now. Sometimes, and you don't also need to understand how something will happen. You don't need to understand how will you get to your goal, even if you don't get the complete image. Because I do feel you're very intuitive when you're following your path here, but you don't have the complete image, and that scares you and that threatens you, and that's where surrender comes in, pile number 3. You need to surrender that even if you don't see something as a victory, it's going to be a victory in the bigger picture. Because we have the High Priestess and we have Princess of Cups, you know, so you could be my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you could have any of those prominent placements in your chart. but you're very, very psychic and intuitive, and you need to realize your superpower lies in your emotions. So avoiding your emotional body is not the answer. I feel a lot of y'all have sort of put a dam on your emotional body, and you have sort of caged your inner child in. So your ancestors are really saying here to make contact with your inner child, do some inner child healing, speak to your inner child within you. It has a lot to say to you. But you're definitely the lotus here, you know, and you need to understand that lotus will only grow in the dirtiest of the muckiest of the waters, you know, and you are the lotus over here. I feel the mental anguish will go the more you learn to surrender and start to trust. And I feel this trust has to come naturally, and I think it will come. You know, this reading should definitely at least nudge you and relax you a little, and make you want to trust a little more, you know. That's what your ancestors truly want from you, to truly surrender and know that you will be held, because you will be held. So just jump. I think you just need to blindly jump into the abyss right now. And know you will come out victorious, because you will come out victorious. You are the light. The light is within you, pile number 3. You are the source of illumination for everything. We also have Queen of Swords, so I feel there has been a lot of illusion, deception around you. Like I said, you know, I feel a lot of people have been betraying you. Friends, lovers, family, bosses, colleagues. But you have the ability to get clarity. I feel a lot of y'all need closure, but you need to understand that you have to find your own closure, because the people who have hurt you do not have the emotional depth or the spiritual understanding of their own selves to even realize the amount of damage they have done to you. So you give yourself the closure, and often closure is the disrespect. It is the way things ended. It is what was not said. That is the closure. And once you accept this, it will be much easier on your own path, and you will accept your own death of your old self more easily, and you will be transformed. And yes, like I said, you know, big karmic lessons are being ended. You're releasing a lot of karma for your ancestors, and they're very, 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 very proud of you over here. So just know that you have to just jump into the abyss. Take the leap of faith. No, you don't need to know what's going to happen 10 steps ahead, but you need to know that whatever happens, you have everything it takes. You have all the tools it takes to get through the challenge and get more powerful and more victorious, because I think that is your destiny here. Your destiny is strength and victory and being triumphant in situations that would break most. Pile number 3. It would break most, but it hasn't broken you. It has only made you realize the depth of your potential. Very powerful. So keep up your boundaries right now. I feel you have finally earned the discernment to let the right people in. Keep up the good work. Your ancestors are very, very proud of you, and they're so happy of just how far you've come. It takes great resilience and a great warrior spirit to achieve what you have achieved here. Keep following the path. Keep following your intuition, your gut. It is right. And know that the visions you have, other people don't have these visions, and they will not believe it. And the reasons they don't have it and you have it is precisely because you're meant for greatness and others are not. Not everyone is meant for greatness. And I don't feel people haven't been given the chance. I feel others had their chance and they failed. And I feel this is your chance, pile number 3. And I feel these are the people sending you hate and the evil eye, and these are the people backstabbing you and betraying you, because they are so threatened by just your potential. So just imagine if you start tapping into your potential, it's it's really going to be game over for your haters. And I feel that you are doing that. I feel you are moving towards that. You're going to be victorious regardless. And you will be happy. First America. Any additional messages over your spirit? Ancestors? Did I miss something? we have 4 cards. We have Fire Guardian, Water Guardian, Star Ancestor, and Elder. So you could identify as a starseed. I was picking up a lot of starseed psychic energy. And we have fire and water, so we have that duality. So like I said, your true strength is in your ability to be vulnerable, pile number 3. It is in your ability to be vulnerable. And the more you will allow yourself to be vulnerable and purge everything that no longer serves you, you will be reborn and you will be whole again. You will be complete again. I feel for a lot of y'all, you may have certain skin issues or certain health issues. Everything, all of that will be healed. You are coming into a time where you will have more than enough. You will have nothing to worry about. And if you feel you're lacking the energy, just ask the universe for the energy, and it will be given to you. Connect to your emotions. Your way to your higher self is through your emotions. It is not by avoiding it. And you just need to put your foot to the pedal is what I'm getting here. And like I said, you're releasing huge karma, not just for yourself, but for your ancestors. It says move beyond ancestral patterns, and you're doing that. I feel all this while, it has just been a huge challenge to just get through your everyday. I get it, pile number 3. I really feel you. But just know that the worst is over. And you're going to be creating new things from ground up. Because you are that fertile. And I feel in the storm, in the chaos, in all the uncertainties that are to come for you in the future, all you need to do is keep following your inner gut. You are highly psychic, you're highly intuitive. You have the gifts. And the gifts have been given to you for a reason to use them. Not just for yourself, for others if you can, but at least for yourself. You owe that to yourself. You owe it to your ancestors. And they're very happy, they're very proud of you. I'm picking up a lot of male energy over here, so I feel this is an ancestor, a male ancestor who has passed. And they're very protective of you. And they really love you. They have so much pride for you, and they're protecting you to the bone. They're doing a lot of things behind the scenes for you to make sure that everything that you owed will come to you, and it will. So I think what you can do for your ancestors, pile number 3, is truly surrender to the process and just allow yourself to be. I feel a lot of y'all have just been in constant state of panic, conflict, angst, and you don't know what it's like to be peaceful anymore. So just allow yourself to repose in your true natural self and your being, and just to realize that nothing has been truly taken away from you. Yes, you have been graced by life, but who you are still remains the pure light that is going to illuminate everything. So keep following your intuition. That's going to be a very important GPS for you in the future. Any final messages? Pile number 3. Three cards, maybe 4. We have Neophyte, Bat, Goddess, and Cord. Yes, so I feel a lot of y'all are getting more spiritual than you have ever been. Pay attention to birds. If you're watching my channel, birds are very important. They're definitely giving you some lessons. And what your ancestors really want you to do right now is to work on your skill, perfect your craft in the meantime, because you're going through a big rebirth. Your consciousness is expanding. The way you view yourself, others, the way you view anything, your whole perception is shifting. You're able to tap into more abilities of seeing. You're able to see through the dark now that you were not able to do before. You're definitely transcending previous limitations you set on yourself, your ancestors set on themselves. You're paving new paths into uncharted territory over here. You're definitely being initiated. It's a very spiritual and a very magical and a very beautiful time to be you right now, pile number 3. It's really magical. So just surrender and let do your due diligence and let your ancestors take care of the rest, because you see how on the goddess card, she's sort of, there. Your ancestors are definitely there protecting you at all times. And everything was for you a test. And spiritual tests are the hardest, trust me. I've gone through my own. I know what it is. It's not nice. But the only reason you've been given the level of difficulty that you have been given is because you have it within you to go all the way. So there's no reason to be disappointed or feel bad about anything, because you haven't lost anything. I think you really need to realize that you haven't truly lost anything. You have only gained in the process. And when you realize this, it's going to make all the difference for you. And you will be naturally healed. You will come to a place where you're whole again. But be gentle to yourself. Think about yourself, right? You're basically in the womb again. And if you had a child in your womb, you would not set idealistic perfectionist standards, right? So treat yourself like how you would treat your child. Reparent yourself. Because you're going to leave a very, very big legacy over here. Pile number 3. Huge. Yeah. So that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like the video, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. And if you'd like to reach out for a private reading, my email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you.